Yo, what is going on, guys? Apex the Entertainer here. Long time no see. Prepare to be ridiculously entertained. We're talking demons today. So I got a few things. I had some pretty exciting demon games. I've got a couple to show you, both one in arena just to give you an idea of the potential, and then a full playthrough, and then I'll discuss a little bit as far as the best way to play demons. Of course, I've got at the bottom right primary heroes there, like always, the ones that work the best for me. I will say, as far as key heroes for playing demons, if that's particularly what you're focused on, Lady Melissa, Lieutenant Sam, they're great with everybody. I actually like Lieutenant Sam more for demons, funny enough, because he immediately starts out with a tier 2, and as you'll see in a second, tier 2 is really important for demons. Yuri is pretty good with demons because he can repeat play abilities if you get the tier 3 neutral that copies a play ability. Dr. Zane is great with demons because he gives you a playability every turn. As you can tell, demons are very playability focused. And then, man, Gemlord Anders is quite good because he starts you out on tier 2. Again, a lot of key components on tier 2. And Wartime Recruiter is amazing with demons. She gets you a ton of playabilities. So you really can't go wrong. Funny enough, I'm not joking when I say I think of all of those options, I would be least likely to take Lady Melissa, which is crazy because she is still the highest win rate hero in the game. So don't for a second think I'm telling you not to choose Lady Melissa. She's always absolutely ridiculously strong, but those other options really crush in demons. So we'll hop on in and see if I can teach you a little something about demons. We're talking Barmund. Uh, Obviously, Barmund's been the focus. I'm 25th in the world. When it comes to demons on Barmund, there's a few key cards that you want to look for, and I'm going to show you guys what a really good demon build looks like in arena really quick here. We're going to try to take on Laura. We don't want to be too aggressive because I wasn't necessarily incredibly thrilled with this demon build. I actually don't know the playthrough that I have with a different demon build afterwards. I don't know if this one's better or worse than that, but it was pretty good. It was good enough to take first place, and it's good enough to give you guys an example of what you should do with demons. So we're going to quickly run through key cards with demons, general procedure, the best process for you to do well with demons, and some of the key mistakes I think people make with demons that don't allow them to scale to really big numbers, multiple thousands of stats. And then you guys are going to see a playthrough, so you can see it live in action from a Grandmaster. So first and foremost, and I'll try to go in order of importance here, we're going to think early game in the beginning. Now, it's worth noting tier 2 and tier 4 are where all of the best demons are. Tier 3 demons are generally fine. Really the only one I'm ever looking for is this Hellbloom. I think the rest of them are kind of garbage. Tier 2 demons are amazing. They're really good for generating more demons. And tier 4 demons are where you really ramp up. And then, of course, as you get to the end of the game, then you look for tier 5 demons. But I very rarely jump to tier 5 quickly when I play demons because those are the things you want to find really late in the game when you're confident that you've set a good foundation for statin up. So Pit Overseer, you want to try to find this guy as early as possible. He is priority uno. He's going to be your discard generator. Now outside of that, you want to find recyclable discards as soon as you can. Those are discard demons that when you discard them, they come back in your hand and they scale their stats, and you continue to get copies, and then you continue to keep lots of demons in your hand that you can discard. Aside from him being priority 1 and finding recyclable discards, of course you need play abilities for him to copy. So you want to find particularly demons that can generate you more demons in the early game. The best ones for the start of the game are going to be tier 2, and then there's a pretty good one on tier 4 that lets you discover a demon as well. So early game, those are your 3 focuses. Find the playability, get Pit Overseer as soon as you possibly can. Now, remember, if you're on tier 3, when you get a gold, that's a great way for you to find a Pit Overseer. But you're refreshing into other tier 3 units, and again, the tier 3 units on demons aren't great. So I generally hit tier 2. I sit on tier 2 a little longer than I would when I was playing other factions to get a lot of tier 2 demons, and then I try to get out of tier 3 as fast as I can so I can start searching for Pit Overseer. Now, when you copy play abilities, of course, by the end, he can copy 2 different play abilities. So you want to be strategic in the way that you position those. Hellbloom is great because she can copy another ability. So you basically have 2 of the same card that you're copying once you get Pit Overseer gold, and you get free refreshes along the way, which never hurts. We love being greedy and getting gold. When you transition into mid-game, there's some other key cards you want to look for. Gate of Eternal Discord is one I also like to get really early. I might not even want to call him mid-game. I probably want to find him as fast as I want to find Pit Overseer. He just does a really good job at scaling your hand. Generally speaking, the reason I'm saying he needs to be mid-game is because he's much more beneficial when you already have recyclable discard demons in hand. Now, as you transition throughout that stage, you want to play a ton of demons, you want to generate more demons, and just start racking up the stats for your recyclable discards. Now, very important to note, and I think this is where everybody goes wrong with demons. If you want thousands of stats on your demons, do not triple your recyclable discards early in the game. It's really natural when you're, especially if you're bronze or silver, whatever it may be, it's very natural to just go for a triple as soon as you can get it. There's 3 reasons not to do that. Number 1, you can't play it. You can play it anyway because you got to keep them in your hand. So you're not even going to get the triple reward. So that's a big one to keep in mind. Number 2, you have extra cards in hand that you can discard, which is really good when you transition into Duchess later in the game, which we'll talk about in just a moment. And number 3, and far and away this is the most important reason, you're not scaling your stats efficiently. If you have 2 in hand, every time you're triggering this Eternal Discord, every time if you've gotten Duchess that you're discarding multiple cards, you're getting way more stats, essentially double, well not quite double, but well over the baseline of stats you would get if you keep that triple early and just keep discarding that. And that applies to any of the recyclable discards. So you want to get a pair of recyclable discards as fast as possible, find Pit Overseer, keep discarding and generating more demons, get them on the board as quickly as possible so that Discord, get them on the board over and over again so that Discord continues to buff your hand, and then transition into the late game. Now, worth noting, I have a lot of tier 5 demons on the board here, but I really try to stay away from tier 5 demons in the beginning of the game because they don't really help you with scaling. That being said, there is one tier 5 that I look for very early in the process that's kind of the tempo saver, right? He's who keeps you alive as you try to get later into the game, and that is the Fungal King. Fungal King is ridiculous. So he discards the strongest demon in your hand and gives its stats to allies until next turn. So he's huge. He's very important for you staying alive as you try to transition into the late game. That's always a good thing to stay alive while you try to be greedy. So he kind of balances that. And that's something you can do with the recyclable discards too, right? Is if you have to triple one early, you accidentally triple one early, or you're desperate and you think you're about to die, then you can triple one of the pairs and try to keep a separate pair of recyclable discard demons so that you can continue scaling those up to then triple them and make them stronger than whatever your other strongest demon is, and then Fungal King starts discarding that, and you get real massive numbers. And then last but not least, Duchess. Duchess is going to be kind of the say-all, do-all to copy with Overseer when you're in the late game. You want as many cards as you can get in hand. You want to continuously discard your hand. She buffs everybody on the board. She buffs everybody in your hand. She helps with every single angle, and she's just an amazing card. Duchess is great. Duchess is not so good early, obviously, because you might not have that many cards in hand, and she's not necessarily generating you more demons, right? So keep that in mind too. It happens to me all the time that I get a Duchess early and I use her once or twice and I cycle her right out because that's what demons do so ridiculously well, is they just make more demons. And so I'm always confident that as long as I'm keeping tempo, I'm staying alive, and I'm thinking about the late game, I'm probably going to get back to a Duchess later anyway. Keeping a cycle slot for demons, meaning a spot on your board where you can continuously sell out and buy new cards, is extremely important. Don't get yourself board locked. Don't think you have to hang on to a card. Another great example of this is my 6th and final card that ended on my board, which is Archspawn Commander. I churn out Archspawn Commanders like nobody's business usually when I'm in the early game of demons, but I almost always sell them out until the latest part of the game because she's fine. She's great for tempo. She's useless for you trying to ramp up your build. So I sell that constantly. Same thing with Ragecaller, which funny enough, Ragecaller tends to be what people think demons is all about. He's a great card. He's not that useful in the early game. So generally Archspawns and Ragecallers I'll sell early. Now don't get me wrong, at the very end of the game, getting a Ragecaller or a golden Ragecaller is really, really important because he does massive things. He gets himself a bunch of keywords. He takes a ton of stats. When he's golden, he takes the highest stat minion stats from your hand. When he's not, he's Now, it's important to know when he's not, he's grabbing a random stat. So I actually believe in the video you guys are going to see, you will see me strategically choose to sell almost my entire hand because I really wanted to make sure that my plain copy of Ragecaller hit the proper card in hand. So there's all sorts of different routes you can take to make a really crazy demon build. To be honest, I don't know if this arena demon build I'm about to show you is better or worse than the demon build I'm going to show you in the video. So stay tuned, I guess. We'll find out. So I may or may not be impressing you right now or impressing you later, but I know both of them were pretty damn good. I have one more thing to say about the strategy with demons before I show you this arena game, and then of course you can hop on in to the playthrough. So Pit Overseer, when he triggers play abilities of 2 different demons at the same time, it's really important to make sure you're specific in the way that you position your board. You want Pit Overseer to trigger certain things in certain orders. So for example, if I'm in the early game and it's really important that I generate demons and I've somehow snagged a golden overseer already, which is great, I want to be careful. If I have a Duchess and I have something else that generates demons, I want my Duchess to be first to trigger. She'll discard my whole hand, she'll give us some stats, and then whatever that play ability is that generates me more demons will give me those demons end of turn in my hand. Now if I'm in the late game and I have 2 play abilities, one that makes me demons and Duchess, I want Duchess on the other side because I'm going to have that demon generate me a demon just so we have an extra card to discard, just so Duchess gives us a little bit more stats because everything adds up. Okay, without further ado, let's take a look at what it looks like when you have a pretty damn good demon build. We're going to hop on into the battle here. All right, so obviously Archspan is going to put in work for us here. She's going to resummon multiple things, which is insane. I got multi-strike on her. So yeah, she's ridiculous. She's really, really good. And again, this is what I'm talking about. What I love about demons is the early game, the mid game, and the late game requires so much knowledge to play them correctly. Far and away my favorite faction for Barmund, and absolutely a faction that you should focus up on, make sure you know how to play, and honestly force in many cases, because that's just how strong they are. I think they are meta defining right now. So I hope you guys enjoy this playthrough. Try to listen, try to learn, focus up. Lieutenant Sam, phenomenal early game. Definitely my best chance at getting a good demon build. Really good shop to start things off. Really greedy. I like being greedy with Sam. I like being greedy in general, but Sam, if you don't know, his active ability is for 0 cost. You get to discover a golden minion. I recommend you use it on your first turn every time. Probably going to take... Oh man, we got lots of cool options here. Wow, really good options. I think we're going to take Progressive Recruiter so we can get a bunch of tier 2s right away. Man, but this would be 2 golds. 2 golds right away. And a better board by the end of it than Progressive Recruiter would give us. Yeah, we're going to take the 2 golds right away. That was a tough decision. I really think it could go either way. Let's see what we get from this. Don't like those options at all. Probably take the Mazatl Huntress, just because she'll give us an extra body right now. Put this down. See what we get for this tier 2. Oh man, dude, this is a ridiculous. Look at this turn 1. Are you joking me? Folks, are you seeing this? Like, this is stupid. This is maybe the best turn 1 I've ever had. We can be so greedy. The Auditor is going to give us stats right away. Like, oh my god, we are chilling for this game. This is exactly, like, look at this. Sorry, dude. I'm sorry to do that to you. Who did that to you? Who would do that? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's not flip and mess it up now, huh? Okay? We got stuff to do. Tier up. We go full greed. This is bad for greed. Well, we can't go full greed. We have terrible relics for being greedy. Skull Ring's bad because we're going to keep winning. Bad Omen is always bad. Ritual Dagger it is. Fuck. This could be a really good demon game. But the thing I'm realizing with Grandmasters is just because you have a good start, you have to be lucky. You just have to. Kind of seems like the game wants me to play a little bit of Aztecs. I don't know why I couldn't think of that name. I like staying on tier 2 right now, but it might be a mistake because we're so ahead on curve that we could get to tier 4 really fast. The reason I'm avoiding tier 3 is because tier 3 is bad. I don't like any of the minions on tier 3 for most of these factions. Well, not any of them, but I don't like most of them. Thinking maybe we sell him so we can keep some of the temp. Well, he's better tempo right now. And I want to get to 9 trophies ASAP. Okay, we're going to sell this and this. Suspicious bottle, crazy. Yeah, we're going to be able to go to tier 4 really fast. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to get straight to tier 4, and maybe I'm going to show you guys a crazy demon build, because we have quite the potential right now. We're already at 9, just so you know, when you hit 9, you guys probably hear this all the time, you're guaranteed to get to phase 2, so you can go full greed. Dude, this is crazy. Oh, this is so good. Poison Elixir early is always your best option. Maximum coins if you are leveling fast is so good. Midnight's Mask is good too. I mean, all these are good. I don't have bad relics really, but Poison Elixir is amazing. Okay, and then... do we just freeze? Because if I buy this card sucks. This card, don't ever play this card. If I buy this right now, I have to hold it. I hate floating 2 gold, but I think that's the right call because it's actually less tempo if we do it. But then we don't have to buy him next turn, so we get more gold next turn. And he's going to count towards Auditor. Okay, that answers my question. We're going to buy this and hold him in hand because Auditor does count based on demons on your board, in your hand as well. We're going to freeze that because I want to sacrifice that tier 3, or excuse me, discard that tier 3 so we can get a guaranteed tier 4. The crazy demons are on tier 4. I knew we were going to lose this one. That's totally fine. Everybody relax, okay? It was planned. I knew ahead of time that we were taking a little L because we're going to get some crazy-ish right now. Oh, we get the Discover Demon. Dude. Yeah, this is about to be really, really good. We're going to play that. Discard that. Yes. Oh, man, we get a cycle discard. You want these as early as possible. Man, we are looking at the possibility of a really good demon game right now. I love getting Discord early. Okay, so now... yep, dude, this is going very well. Infernal Offering is great. Man, I don't have anything I want to sell. I just hate selling this when I know I'm going to waste its stats that are going to transfer into something on the shop. Oh, what am I doing? Well, no, but I want to sell right now because I can get this and get a early blessing spell. Oh, I might hit the charge too, but I'm going to sell the charge right away. Okay, I guess best case scenario is the stats go onto the scout. We play the scout. Wait, we can't play the scout right now either because I want the charge. God, this is an annoying place to be in. Okay, just sell this. Whatever. Maybe we just don't. That's what we do. We do nothing with this. We do nothing with this. We put our charge on the board so we can sell it next turn. And then we get the tempo now and the greed later. I know what I'm doing. Okay. Again, knew I was going to take L's here. We're being greedy because we didn't need to care. Now we do. Now it's time for us to worry about stats. We're staying on tier 4 for a while. I'll give you guys a heads up here. Okay, guaranteed demon. Another early cycle discard. Love seeing those early. We'll take the Auditor for the tempo because, again, we do need to start being a little bit worried about stats. Copy of playability is great. I'd like to keep the Invoker, but I don't think it makes sense. We're going to copy the discard to Discover. Triple the Auditor. No, we're going to take the Bullish Goat. And the reason we're going to take the Bullish Goat is because getting a pair of recycled discards is really important early in the game. Because then you can stat both of them up. And as you stat both of them up, you have a chance when you triple them later, if you can be as greedy as possible, to stack crazy stats. Yeah, so bullish goat pair it is. I know it's tempting to take the triple, but it's just not worth it. Once you get this early, now we're just looking for what I call the discard generator, which is Overseer. He's a tier 4 demon. Really, really important from this point forward. We need him as soon as we can possibly get him. Not loving my position and stats here. That does nothing. Charge could be really good, so we're gonna throw that down. We have 2 auditors. I mean, maybe we've got something going on here, but we might be going against. Yeah, I had a feeling we were gonna see some big demons. We have really good prep, but we do not have the stuff we need to end on like this guy does. He is ahead of us for sure. Copy of playability is great. We're gonna grab that. Sell this. Oh man, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. These don't have any stats yet. I mean, he'd be good if he'd hit the highest one, but he doesn't. So I'm not really worried about accidentally discarding him. Yes, okay, we got that. That's really good. There's our discard generator, as I like to call him. So that's going to be huge. She's not having a very good game, who we're going against, so it might be okay to sell our auditors now. Because I don't love the idea of selling this Hellbloom. She can be so good. Okay, so we'll play that. Grab this. Sell this. Do that. We're going to have to sell the Hellbloom anyway. I just realized because I want to triple this if we can. Another Overseer. Damn. Yes, please. Okay. Now, I don't love... No, we should be fine. Oh, I'm glad I didn't grab that. You do not want to triple any of your recycle discards early. That's bad juju. But we do have to do something kind of unfortunate, which is that I think we have to risk accidentally discarding this Overseer. But it's only, what, a 20% chance, so hopefully we don't. We're doing that because... oh, wait, before I do this, let's... No. Okay, we're going to grab that, take our free refresh. Ooh, okay. So we're not tearing up right now. Please, 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 don't hit the Overseer. Okay, nice. We have to do it again. Damn it. No, no, we're going to take Invoker. Oh, so yeah, we do still have to do it again. Shit. All right. Please don't hit the... Please don't. Okay, cool. Okay. So we got 2 pairs. Love to see that. I really want to triple that right now. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, so we take this, we grab this. I did all that work to keep this demon generator death guy on the board, and now we're probably going to sell him. Oh, we have Fungal King. Super important card when you need to catch tempo, which is exactly where we're at. This is the time to find him. Okay, great spot. Absolutely great spot. Okay, we'll play our Fungal King. Positioning matters here, obviously, because he copies the playabilities of the demons in your row. So we're going to put this up front for the stats. Well, no, he has Cleave. Let's do this. So I like to make sure we end on the Invoker and have him trigger second, because this guy, he's not a Discover when he triggers at the end of the turn. He could give you any random demon, and it can be a low tier demon. This guy is going to give you a high tier demon, so you want to not accidentally discard what could be a high tier demon. Okay, I like that positioning. Let's see how this looks. We might, hopefully we just crush the other person that we're about to go against. Nice, okay. Yeah, bunch of cycle cards. Definitely time. Oh yeah, I had a feeling. Nice. Still not as strong as that other demon guy though. We need to catch up to him quick. Is that him? Shit, man, threw us right back in the fire. I was really hoping we could stay low tier. Okay, time to tavern up or tier up. God, too much Hearthstone, dude. I'm telling you. Ew. I mean, we could copy a Cleave. It's not bad. Discover. Man, I just can't decide. I don't like Destroyer's Mace right now. Because we're going to get a bunch of keywords anyway. Really torn between Netheraxe and Tuck's Revenge. The Discovery can just give you such complete garbage. Yeah, I think this is more guaranteed value. They're both good. That really, you could go either way. Okay, we want to... Let's refresh. Oh, there's our Illusionist. Okay, we're going to get rid of this guy, because Invoker is more important for end-of-turn triggers. This demon sucks, but whatever. We just got him randomly. Okay, we'll sell that. Grab our Illusionist, best card in the game, play it every time. Another Invoker, beautiful. I would love to triple that. Another Illusionist. Ugh, god damn it. So we can't triple that because we need to cycle. Another Fungal King. Damn it. That sucks. I don't want to sell any of this. Oh man, do I sell the Invoker? I want to triple these so bad. What are the chances? We're going to need 2 slots for playabilities anyway, unfortunately. Yeah, God. But we're going to have 2 slots if we triple it. Yeah, we're going to sell the Invoker.
Oh, there. Now that's a wall.
Thank you. Really cool. This is good for the late game. Might be good enough to play right now, unfortunately. Let me see what we get from this. There's our Duchess. Huge. Okay. So what am I doing here? Let's sell. How do I want to do this? Sell this. And I guess look for another cycle discard. Play this. Okay, so this is a good, really good example in positioning now, because I have a decision to make as far as if I put Duchess in the front or Invoker in the front, because that creates a totally different turn for the end of your turn. So if you want the most stats, then Duchess goes second. If you want an extra card at the end of your turn, if you're looking for triples, or you're not confident in your build, then you leave Invoker for last. I'm really nervous, but I'm gonna wait until I'm at 1 health to swap this, because I do want 1 extra card just to see what I can get. So we're gonna start racking up some stats. This guy is definitely gonna be stronger than us, from what I remember. We have that cleave. That cleave could be huge. Oh, he should have been up front. For some reason, I always think they have to be the sides of him. Oh, that was a good card to get. That was a really good card to get. Yeah. Almost. I think we can outscale him. I think we built a better foundation for demons. We are in desperation. Oh, man. Absolutely. Oh, no. I didn't have space for the spell. God, I forgot that's how that works. That's how rarely I use it. What a freaking waste. What a waste. Man, that's disappointing. Well, so it goes. Alright, get our discovery here. I don't even know what we want. None of that. Don't ever take this card. It'll ruin your whole build. Jesus Christ. Alright, we get to triple our Fungal King. Super excited about that.
That pull's got real explosive grit.
Another Fungal King. Yeah, now we're talking. I want another playability we can copy. Sell that. Trigger our Duchess again. It's time to triple one of these cycle discards. For the stats. For the old statskis. Oh, man. I'm so annoyed about that Netheraxe. I can't believe I did that. Okay. God, I hate that it makes you wait for that animation. Okay, there's another playability. Just gonna refresh. I have this thing, I don't even know if it makes sense in this game, but I have this thing where I try to avoid placing cards. We'll have a slot. Yeah, there's no reason for that. Okay, so I think we stat focus now. Well, no, that's actually not true, because I really want to triple one of these. We can't triple that from the Invoker, but we could triple this, which is our highest stat cards. We're going against somebody who's not in the best place, so we're going to try this. I'm nervous, but these Fungal Kings are going to do work. Try to always put your Fungal Kings in the back, because that's how they're going to get the most stats, because they'll get all the discard buffs first from your Duchess. Okay. Oh, imagine. Oh no, I'm so. Dude, I'm just so good at this game. Grandmaster here, top 15 in the world. Really know what I'm doing. I didn't have space to summon that extra card, so that was a complete waste. It's not the end of the world, but it's just we missed out on like I think it's like 8/8 on all of our characters. Yeah. Okay, so this guy's not having a great game. Which means we have a second to breathe and maybe, just maybe, get strong enough. Dude, stop putting me against this guy, please. God. Okay. Invoker, please. We need to triple one of these. Damn it. Okay. That's not the card we need right now, but it certainly doesn't hurt.
That's no card. That's a full-on
Another Duchess would be cool. Cool. Oh, thank God. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, we actually have a chance. 733. I'd like that to be bigger. So again, you can see we stalled as long as possible. These guys would have been better to triple, but we stalled as long as possible so that we could get a statted up triple. You don't want to triple those too early, or he wouldn't be nowhere near as big. Oh, dude. Oh, that's awesome. Is there any way I screw that up? I just need to make sure I have 2 spaces available. Yeah, no, we're good. Oh, man. That's so... Oh, you guys are getting a show today. Are you kidding me? Okay, make sure your positioning's good. Relax and slow down for a second. Rage Color up front. This guy has a guaranteed cleave. And he's got taunt. Okay, so I don't think we put Rage Color up front. We could get really destroyed if he has a cleave, though. But the Rage Color has a good chance to get barrier. Man, please don't take me out, dude. We've got such a good turn coming up. Please, please. I'm like nervous to click fight. Oh, come on, dude. Is he golden? He's golden, right? Yeah, he's golden. Okay, I was really stressed that I just screwed up and didn't trigger my Duchess. Ah, haha. See, I told you we could outscale him. Woo, baby. See, you gotta be patient. You gotta be patient. If you would have gotten scared, I know it. You would have gotten scared. You would have fell out of that fight. You would have been a scaredy cat. Okay, we got this now, dude. Now we're in a spot where it does kind of suck because I don't really I don't want to cycle any of this. We could rotate our Duchess out, I guess. Yeah, we could do that. Let's see if we get some good tier 5s. Oh, she's pretty good. Is she better than... Okay, let me think. So Fungal King is going to give us half the stats of our highest stats. So 400 to each, whereas she is going to be able to attack with an 800, maybe a 563. Yeah, I just don't think she makes as much sense. This guy's golden, though, so we need to... we're just going to play her just for fun. I'm almost tempted to sell the Duchess to keep her. But I think we have a second to breathe and take some more scaling. Right? Playability of the Demon in my row. Sorry, I was still nervous. Oh. Man, I'm really indecisive on this one. We could even sell him. Maybe that's the right call. Put her in the back. Because we lose a little bit of scaling, but we're going to have a tough time cycling cards and playing a bunch of demons now because we need very specific stuff. He's already got barrier. So he's 350. She's gonna summon an 800 most times. I really don't like my decision either way on this one. Okay, we're gonna take it with the assumption 14, 14. So he gives us 14, 14. So if we play, and then the Duchess gets extra points from it, and the Fungal Kings get extra points from it. I'm only doing it because I think we're gonna win this round, and then it gives us just a little more time to do some cool stuff and cycle out the Duchess. I'm not confident in that choice. Stop doing that to me, game. Dude. Now I have to decide between that and the Duchess. He's not going to kill us. He's not going to kill us. There's no way, right? Come on, guys. Okay, we're going to manifest together that he's not going to kill us. We're going to be fine. That's what we were nervous about. Okay. The only reason our stats are this big, I'm going to clarify, the only reason we're getting up to like 2000s and stuff is specifically because we waited to make this a triple, to make any of these a triple. I think that's the #1 mistake. If you're sitting there looking at demon builds and you're like, how do they ever get to stats that high? That's the biggest thing, is be greedy, sit on a pair of high tier cycle discards, and wait as long as you can to triple it. And then, of course, get Fungal Kings because they're busted. Yeah, it's probably time. Ooh. 635, 561. Yeah, baby. Oh, boy. Yeah, 1200 on this guy, which means we get 600 all of our minions from this Fungal King, and 1200 on all of our minions from this Fungal King. And we'll put her out there, and she will summon that 1200 when she attacks. We're in a good spot. Man, we had to be patient for this game. This was scary. We were real close, and that's how I feel like every time I get a first place in GM, it's always like I was freaking out just before. No. Oh my god. Are you guys sweating from that? Jesus fuck, dude. Okay, that guy's in a very similar place to me. So we're gonna have to get really big brained here. We probably need a deadly joke. Oh, I'm nervous. I'm nervous because we don't have a way to discard this and get more keywords, and he clearly is doing that. I really don't know about that. Man. We're gonna freeze here. We're gonna freeze because we're not discarding our hand anymore. So we're gonna keep our illusionist. We can play the invoker, and we'll have enough money to hopefully find something decent as a replacement. Oh man, dude, I don't know. That guy's really big. It's time for us to start putting our Ragecaller up front.
Now that's a detonation.
Okay, we're gonna buy that, sell this, sell our illusionist. Discover's better, right? Yeah, Discover's possibly not better. What we want is to make this Ragecaller golden right now. But the Ragecaller really can't go wrong, which is nice. Oh, another Fungal King. Oh, shit. Okay. Let's sell this. Uh-huh. Okay. Play the Invoker. Okay, that's fine. We have so much gold. Just sitting on this Rage Collar.
Now that's a war.
How much of a mistake is it to play this Invoker and take the risk? It's only a 20% chance we hit him. Okay, I know this seems stupid, right? But I think that's how important it is that we get just a little bit more in stats, because him and I are dead even, and I need that one extra thing. I need that 1 point where he wasn't greedy enough and I was, if that makes sense. Okay, we need to triple this Rage Collar. I don't have anything else I can cycle out. Man, yeah, I don't see a way to do that. Selling the Fungal King is way too much of a drop in stats. Duchess? I think it's too late for Duchess. The Rage Collar is way more important. The Rage Collar could hit trash, though. Like, we're taking such a big risk. Okay, I think I know what we're going to do. I think we're going to... I really like this guy having Cleave. I'm considering selling him to play both the Rage Collars and then selling everything but our highest stat minion. So the Rage Collars are guaranteed to gain 1200. But then this guy, who already has Cleave, Taunt, and Barrier, doesn't... He would get 1200. Yeah, but they're all going to get those stats too. We're going to try this. This is a Hail Mary, but I'm very nervous. He's got time to think, we don't. But then I have to win 2 more times, and I set myself up to be in a really crappy spot. Yeah, I think this is our best bet. So here we go. Keeping the 1275. But we're going to lose keywords by doing this. Are the stats worth it? Man, I'm so indecisive on this one. We're giving up keywords, which is really important. Keywords matter a lot for stats. And I just don't know if that's going to be enough. We just need to hit like all cleaves or something. Yeah, and I know you guys are probably looking at me like this seems so stupid, but I really think like guaranteeing that we hit that is the best strategy here. Okay. And then we scour for, well, we could put more demons in our hand, but then we get the same problem. Oh man. Give me something good, please. That's not good. Give me something good, please. Oh my god. This game is really trying to give me something to work with here. Yeah, that's about how I figured that'd go. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's find out how this goes. We're going to be bigger, without question. Okay, we hit cleaves. Oh, please let it end. I do think that was the right strategy. I got to be honest. I think that was the right call. But you know what we need? We need a deadly joke desperately. We can cycle play abilities. We have a cycle slot, which he doesn't have, which is really cool. Stat transfer. Yeah, useless on a demon build like this. I always stop and think for a second when I see a stat transfer, though. Okay, having her is pretty good right now. Maybe we put her in the third. I just know that guy's gonna have flying, and I'm less worried about one of these guys getting hit early than her. They still kind of get their value even if they get hit early. Okay, we're gonna put her in the third place. That's somewhere in between, not second, not fourth, third. Oh, he triggered something. Man, dude. Oh, we just couldn't get there, guys. I really tried. If we had a deadly joke at the end, I stand by that. I think that was the right call to sell out and try to get the extra stats early. I mean, we missed out on keywords, but his stats were going to be way higher. His stats were going to crush us because the way we had it set up. Because we were getting, those rage callers were getting an extra 1,200 compared to what everything else would have gotten. Man, oh man. Let's go take a look at that in Arena really quick. Try to feel better about it. Alright, hop in Arena. Expert Arena 3. Let's go play against some big old pirates. Man. Oh, just a deadly joke. Just needed a deadly joke so bad. See? It's a good build. Okay? Beat big old pirates. Alright? Man, that was fun. That was getting a... Man, there were so many cool things about that game. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. A little bit of a taste of what Grandmaster gameplay looks like. As always, if you guys are enjoying the content, please make sure to communicate it in whatever way you want, whether that be subscribing, liking, commenting, whatever it may be. Until next time, guys. Thanks.